meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start taking out that resistor. I don't know the exact name of it. Some type of resistor that operates the HVAC controls. So looks like 10 millimeter there, or maybe an 8. 10, I'm guessing. We'll find out. Anyway, 2 screws there. Pop that out and pull that connector off, and we'll see what's going on. All right, got the HVAC control resistor out. There's 2 8 millimeter headed bolts. I don't know what the resistor resistance is. I'd measure it, but just looking at it, I do not see any breakage in the wire, but I do see quite a bit of rust. So on that alone, I think I'm going to just go ahead and replace it and do a little poke and hope before I start looking up resistance values and doing checks. Everything points toward it, so we'll see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Also inside there, it's kind of cruddy. A lot of wish I had access to this, I'd clean it out, but there's really none in there. I think the side of that condenser is just extremely dirty. Alright, I broke it up with a wire brush, all the dirt on the condenser. I was able to get a wire brush in that opening, and did the best I could with that. Then I fashioned a little bit of a hose end for the shop vac, just by duct taping various pieces together until I got to one small enough that would fit in there. I vacuumed it, and then I sprayed it with some coil cleaner. So I'm gonna have to imagine there's got to be a drain there. If it's a condenser, it's going to be liquid water at some point, and I'm sure it just shouldn't be sitting there. So once again, I don't know if I can get the camera with the light at the same time. So I'm going to spray it a few times, let it soak, then I'll get a hose and I'll shove a hose in there and we'll see what happens. Hopefully if it's got a drain, the drain's not clogged. It's already getting a little bit cleaner, I can tell. So we'll see. And concerning this HVAC condenser unit, someone's definitely been at it before. They broke off the little tabs that hold it in there. The connector itself appears to be still good, but what I'm going to have to do is basically destroy the outer casing of the unit, leaving the connector intact as much as I can to get this puppy off. So I need both hands for that, and I'll start at it now. Alright, so why is this so hard to get out? Well, it's because these spade ends on the actual unit get rusted inside the connector. So they don't want to come out all 4 at once. So the easiest way so far is just break off the butt end, grab the end of the spade and just work it with some WD-40 and some back and forth motion so you can make it happen. So what we got is the connector is out. I lost the little tabs, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. And I'll just put some more PD680, not PD680, PB Blaster in there, and let it drain for a while. Then I'll spray it off with electronic parts cleaner, and then I'll get a new one. And we'll be back. Alright, well, some things you just don't know until you try them. I don't know how these things will work out at all. But we'll give it a go. And that's definitely draining, so it's coming out somewhere, and that's alright. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm seeing, but it's definitely an improvement. Definitely an improvement. So let me see if I can clean it out a little bit more, and then we'll call it quits and let it dry overnight. All right, O'Reilly's had the HVAC motor control resistor, so that's good. But had to order the pump for the windshield fluid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean out the connector with some connector cleaner, electric cleaner, which I'm looking around for. Got to find it. Set it down. Forgot what I did with it. Anyway, once I find it, I'll clean that out. Then I'm going to put some dielectric grease on the connectors before I put the on the spade connectors before I put the other connector on. Yeah, what did I do with that? Well, let me find it. I'll be back. All right, beforehand, I put some PB Blaster inside here to help with the rust. And hopefully that did help. I'm using electronic cleaner to get rid of some of the PB Blaster. Let that air dry for a little bit. All right, I just put a little bit of dielectric grease on the connectors here. Hopefully it's going to help lubricate it so I can remove it sometime in the future. Now it's just a matter of putting it back in this position. I'll be back. All right, got the new unit in. It's not the perfect fit that I like, mainly because there's a little plastic nub down here that looks like it should fit into a slot or a opening on the base, but there's no opening there. So I just had to kind of put it next to it. It went in, it's tight. It's not going to come out, so I just tried it and it works. It's just that little nub there is there for a reason, and it doesn't appear that this unit is, I'm looking as I'm talking, doesn't appear that this unit is manufactured exactly to spec, at least the shape of it. The resistor side, it works, so it's in there. And we've got the pump for the reservoir on order. Should be here tomorrow. So we'll be back. Now let's check the heater control, or AC controls. I got it on max AC. And pretty sure it's the connector. Yeah. Let me go play with that connector. I think it has a little bit of corrosion on it. I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, it was the resistor connector. Had some corrosion on it, so I just scraped some of the way off the individual female connectors. Let's see what we got. Hopefully you heard that. Everything's working as it should.